George Soros is involved quite heavily in US politics. Even though he is well known for breaking the Bank of England or being a philanthropist, Soros has a rich history in being involved in the US. His early influence on politics, which was publicly stated through the media, was his attempt to remove President George W. Bush from office in 2004. According to Impost Today, Soros stated that it was his central focus to remove Bush, and he placed a massive $23.58 million to 527 various groups dedicated to defeating Bush. In fact, during that same year, Soros was even there hosting a fundraiser for Barack Obama when he was running for the Illinois Senate, and within just an hour gave the maximum allowed fund contribution to Obama, hours before his announcement for presidential candidacy. Clearly, George Soros is a supporter for the Liberal Party. Another example which helps justify the statement is that Soros has been a major funder of a progressive advocacy group called MoveOn.org. This group also is a political action committee that raises millions for liberal candidates. As a spectator, one would expect that this is normal, since he does support the Liberal Party in the US. Yet, Soros does not leave it at that, just publicly stating his backing of the party according to Impulse Today. On the same group, MoveOn.org, there was an article comparing President George W. Bush to Adolf Hitler. They even went and created the infamous advert in the New York Times with the slogan, General Betrayal. Clearly through his past, we can see of what an influence he has been in trying to dictate people's minds of following the Liberal Party and advocating against the Republicans. Yet, it did not stop in 2004. His most recent antics have been in the presidential elections of the United States in 2016. Labeled as the Democrats' billionaire puppet master by Investor Business Daily, Soros has been heavily involved in the attempt to help Hillary Clinton win the election. Recently, a hack by a group called DC Leaks revealed how Soros had a memo labeled as the List of European Elections 2014 Projects, according to IBD. This was an act by using Soros' well-funded global networks to manipulate election outcomes in Europe. Through his many connections, he had bought that same strategy to aid Hillary Clinton in the US. Ultimately, we know what happened and the end result of the election. Yet people have undermined the full strength that Soros had in these elections and US politics overall. With his mass amount of money and strong connections around the globe, the statement by Investors Business Daily fits quite rightly. The Democrats' billionaire puppet master.